Hi, and welcome to week 46 of the Monologue Project, a few weeks late. This week we have Scenes from the Big Picture by Owen McCafferty. The character is Maeve. This piece is interesting. The monologue itself, my husband's cheating on me, here's the thing. But the premise behind it is quite interesting. First off, there's no punctuation whatsoever, except for like dashes. So there's no punctuation, there's no capitalization. So you sort of have all this freedom to figure out where in this crazy stream of consciousness you want to put your emphasis is and your pauses and things. But the other thing that's interesting is the premise of the show is that this woman has stolen one of those like educational baby doll things, you know, those realistic looking babies, and had taken it home and was sort of pretending she doesn't have any kids, and so she was sort of pretending, and her husband thought that she stole a baby and flips out and then admits to all of this stuff that he's doing and how he's, you know, not happy and blah blah blah. So this lie ends up exposing all of these lies. So it's like it's an interesting balance of how much does she really get to play the good guy in this, and then also here's this kind of weird thing to have done opens up all of this stuff that she didn't fully realize was happening. So good day, bad day kind of stuff. Anyway, I find it completely fascinating. It's very actable. I would think probably late 20s, early 30s. There wants to be that desperation of I want to have kids, but do I want to have them with you? Sort of underlying all of this. So I think that age range is much more appropriate for this. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. All of that said, this is Scenes from the Big Picture, Owen McCafferty, Maeve. What way did you mean them to happen? That I would never know? And you could go on pretending? Or maybe I was to find something in your pocket, something to give the game away, and I was to confront you. And somehow it'd all turn around that it's my fault. And although I wasn't happy with the situation, I would feel a bit guilty about it all, so I would forgive you. And we could go through the rest of our lives, me thinking, what's wrong with me? What is it about me that makes my husband want to fuck other women? And you thinking, these things happen, that's the way of the world. Is that the way you meant it to happen? Jesus, a thought just came to me there. I know who it is. I don't know her, but I saw her. Kept looking at me that whole time I was in the shop. This girl kept looking at me, and then if I caught her eye, she'd look away. She runs the pub or something. It's her, isn't it? No, don't say a damn thing. I am not giving you the chance to justify yourself. That's not going to happen. You hurt me, Joe, and that's it. That's all you need to understand. Funny thing, I feel in some way lighter. When I was at the hospital today looking at all those babies, I kept thinking, maybe Joe and I aren't right for having children. That was the first time I thought that. I think that's why I brought the doll home, to give us a chance to prove me wrong. You can take one of the good suitcases. I'll iron some clothes for you. You don't have a choice. I am doing my best to maintain what little dignity I have. If you were to stay here, Joe, I would end up cutting your fucking eyes out. I wouldn't be pretending either.